And we start all new at 6 with exclusive photos of severed fiber optic cables. Tonight, H&N investigates the act of vandalism that left thousands of people without cell phone and internet service. Police are still searching for whoever deliberately cut those lines in Windward Oahu over the weekend.
Meanwhile, our Allison Blair found out who the critical infrastructure belongs to and what's being done to protect it.
H&N Investigates confirmed those severed fiber optic cables belong to Hawaiian Telcom. As for how the company is keeping its lines safe from those who may have bad intentions, officials say it's all about continuing to strengthen the network.
Photographs snapped by Hawaiian Telcom workers show multiple fiber optic cables cut in two. The damaged lines were discovered around 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon near Heia State Park. But officials say impacts from this act of vandalism were felt from Waimanalo to Laie. We're told more than 2,000 people, primarily residential customers, were without internet service. Cell phone service was also down for some AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon customers, causing confusion that took a financial toll on some Windward Oahu businesses.
I lose a lot of business. Yeah, they thought we are closed because the phone is been off.
Think of a fiber optic cable like the highway that carries all your phone calls, text messages, and internet data at the speed of light. When it's cut, it's like shutting down the main freeway. Suddenly, nothing can get through.
Retired FBI agent Tom Simon.
This wasn't just vandalism. It exposed a soft spot in the island's infrastructure that bad actors could exploit. This attack shows how exposed these physical sites really are.
Honolulu police launched a felony criminal property damage investigation. Photographs taken by Hawaiian Telcom crews indicate people had been in the area where the severed cables were found. However, it's still unclear if they had anything to do with the damage. Meanwhile, H&N Investigates asked the telecommunications company what it's doing to protect its critical infrastructure. A spokesperson responded, "It's not practical to monitor utility poles across the state, so our solution is to build a redundant network to minimize the impact on service to customers when these types of incidents occur."
All total, the outage lasted about 16 hours. We're told service was restored by 6 o'clock Sunday morning. If you have any information that can help police crack this case, call Honolulu Crime Stoppers. For H&N Investigates, I'm Allison Blair.
Allison, thank you.